language. So it is necessary to know them, of course, in order to talk. So I is ich. You is du. He, she, it would be er, sie, es. Okay, so er, sie, es. Plural. We would be wir. You, like group of people, would be ihr. And then they would be sie. Okay? And they also have the form of you used to show that you're polite, usually when you speak to your boss, somebody unknown, and so on. So you would use the form sie. Okay, it's a capital letter, and always, and it's considered third person plural. Okay, so let's take a look here. First thing that you may notice is that she is sie and they is sie, and you for polite speaking is also sie. So how will you know the difference? Well, first of all, you will know the difference because of the verb. Okay, so it's the same as in English. So for example, she is Anna. It would be sie ist Anna. Okay, so ist, the verb is in the third person singular. And they are Anna and Peter. So sie sind Anna und Peter. So you will see the difference in the verb. Okay, and also whether there are more of them or not. And when you speak, you will know who you refer to, and also the context, of course, whether written or spoken. You know, there are always sentences before and after that will help you understand. Okay, and as I said, sie with a capital letter is used to speak to somebody in a polite way. So when you have Herr or Frau, which would mean like, you know, Mr. or something like that, you would use it. So you cannot mix this one, let's say, with a two that are before. And another thing that is very important, and that often people who speak English make this mistake, it's the following. So in English, it is used for non-human beings and for animals, right? So for things and for animals, let's say. So in English, you know, house would be it, cat would be it. Let's see, next one would be, for example, pen. Okay, it's also it. So whatever is not human, you know, it is considered it. However, in German, it is not like that. Okay, so you remember that German nouns have genders. So it would be das Haus, die Katze, der Kugelschreiber, which would mean pen. Okay, so actually, you have to take a look at the article, okay, at the gender. And that's how you know which personal pronoun you can, you know, use instead of the noun. So when you have das, it's the same as s, okay, it in English. And here, if you have die as feminine noun, then you would use sie. And if you have der, you would use er. So regardless of the fact that pen is not alive, it's a thing, you can use er. And you have to use er. You cannot use s, okay? It's not s. And also, die Katze, das Haus. Or let me show you another example, das Kind. It's also s, okay? And simply, you have to know the gender of the noun, and that's another reason why the gender is important, basically. So also for plural, die Kinder, it's sie. So with plural, it's always easier because, as you remember, the article is always the same. Never mind what gender they are in singular. So you would always use Z as the third person plural. Okay, that's how personal pronouns function. And also, in some languages, you can erase the subject and just use the verb. What I mean by that, in some languages, you can just say, okay, let me, ich bin traurig, meaning I'm sad. So in some languages, such as my native language, you can just use the verb am sad. But in German, you have to always use, okay, the pronoun. You cannot erase the pronoun. It's really important.